Welcome back, everybody, to another episode. It's been a while since we've talked about our sea serpents, so on today's episode, let's talk about Cadborosaurus. To anyone standing on a windy cliff looking out, the Salish Sea just looks like a massive stretch of cold, gray water. But beneath the surface, it's a world of pure chaos. Crashing Pacific tides squeeze through narrow island channels, creating sharp, choppy waves and violent whitecaps. Add in the classic Pacific Northwest weather, thick morning fog, sudden rainstorms, and flat gray skies. The ocean surface acts like a giant shield. Hiding a 30-foot creature out here doesn't take magic. It takes the right body design. Cadborosaurus isn't an imaginary ghost story from old sailors. It's a living, breathing, and extremely rare sea animal that has adapted perfectly to these waters. Unlike a massive humpback whale or an orca with a tall dorsal fin, Cadborosaurus is built surprisingly light and skinny for its length. It's long and slender, shaped more like a giant sea eel than a bulky whale. And because its body is so narrow, it barely pushes water out of the way. And when it comes up for air, it doesn't shoot a huge spray of water, and it doesn't leave a giant wake behind that you can see from miles away. Instead, it surfaces, almost completely unnoticed. A small head, barely wider than a harbor seat, silently pokes up between the rolling waves, grabs a quick breath, and slips right back down. Even when it swims near the surface and its back arches, its body doesn't look like one giant monster. Instead, it looks like a series of small, dark humps. To a fisherman on a wet boat, or someone looking through a rainy window, it's easily mistaken for a floating strand of kelp, a waterlogged log, or just the top of another wave. Out in these rough waters, the sea hides the creature, and the creature blends right into the sea. It travels in plain sight, hidden by the bad weather, and skinny enough to slip past people without them ever realizing what they just looked at. This is why researchers are working hard to finally document it. Back in the 1990s, scientists studied over 200 eyewitness reports and famous photos of unusual carcasses found inside a whale to give the animal its scientific name, Cadborosaurus wilsey. Soon after, field researchers started the Project Caddy Scan, setting up continuous video cameras and gear along popular coastal spots like Cadboro Bay to capture clear proof with modern cameras. Still, the best way to prove this animal exists isn't just fixed cameras. It's getting everyday people like you that know what they're looking for. Every single day, crab fishermen, boat captains, kayakers, and locals walk along these shores. Many of them have probably already seen something unusual, but simply brushed it off as floating driftwood or thought their eyes were playing tricks on them. But once you know the signs, an up and down swimming motion instead of a side to side, a small head rising quietly out of the dip of a wave, and the ability to swim fast against strong currents without splashing, it becomes much easier to spot. The deep channels of the Pacific Northwest are still hiding an ancient hunter. It's out there right now, moving through the waves, waiting for people to finally realize what they're looking at. Thanks for sticking around for another video. If you have any interesting or crazy sightings, let me know. Comment in the section below. And until next time, keep chasing the unknown.